Yeah, we are live now. Good evening from Pennsylvania. It's a very, very hot day here. We always complain, like, if it is hot, it is hot. If it is cold, it is cold, anyway, let's come to the point. Welcome to another session of Beyond the Paycheck live series. Today's discussion, we have gathered from all around the globe. We have people from UK, Ireland, and US, Canada. It's actually global community today to discuss about our digital business program, which we all adore and we are all a part of. So today's discussion topic is we are in a era of opportunity overload. We have people from lot of when you open the social media, there are a lot of opportunities out there. So we are always confused what to choose, what not to choose, what's a scam, what's not a scam, what to believe, what not to believe, and what works and what doesn't work, right? So that is where we would like to justify our platform, and why, as working professionals, busy working parents, why did we choose this particular platform? So we are a bunch of people who think beyond paycheck. So we are like employees. We are all employees. Once started as an employee, and we were able to understand at a certain point in our life, a paycheck is not very stable, right? So if we are, no matter how good of employee we are, no matter how much overtime we pick up, and no matter what position in the job that we are doing right now, a job is a job, right? And if you, that's very important, that we need to create something for ourselves, which is the our platform is providing. So in the particularity of our platform is that we are all running a business with no previous experience. That is why our platform teaches us how to do a successful online business, which is high ticket item sale, and which is like high commission sale. Here we are, none of us are actually doing the sale, but actually this is all done by an automated system, which is the very reason that a lot of us, along with our full-time job, part-time job, career, we are developing it as a side hustle, but it has the potential to make it as your main hustle. Like myself, I quit my RN job last year and I'm doing this business full time. So it's a very trustworthy and dependable platform. So if you are looking for, if you are a healthcare professional, or any kind of working professional, parent, and you want to create something for yourself, if you think that an extra stream of income is very important for you, this is for you. Okay, so please watch us. And so welcome Sabita, Seema, Dr. Lena, and Megha. So thank you for joining me today. My first question is to Dr. Lena. Can you please unmute yourself, please introduce yourself, and also do let our audience know, as a doctor, as a consultant in the field, on the top of the career ladder, why did you think an extra stream of income is necessary, and why do you think this platform fits you?
Thank you, Sherin, and good evening to everybody. My name is Leena Namdar. I work in the UK as a public health consultant, and I've been living in the UK for last 25 years. I'm originally from Mumbai, and as Sherin has mentioned, today's topic about why busy professionals also turn to a business opportunity like this. What was the reason and why we think we should do this business? My story is a story which is similar to many immigrant women who leave their home, their family, and in search of perhaps a better life or a career. And similarly, I did that when I moved to the UK. And I worked very hard to establish my identity here in my field. And that meant years of study, hard work, getting degrees, qualifications, and becoming a consultant in the UK. But along with that came many sacrifices, and a lot of the times the opportunity cost was giving away our time, quality time from family. And I carried that guilt in my heart when my son was little, and many times I couldn't participate in his milestones and his achievements even if there were small things that were happening, I had, because of the nature of my work, I had always had to prioritize my career, which involved incident response, emergency response. So it was quite unpredictable. However, as time went on, when the pandemic came, our specialty was very busy, and I really faced, a burnout during that phase. Or I should say, at that point, we were all giving everything we had, but as the pandemic response settled, I realized that I could not sustain working at that pace anymore. And given the experiences as I described before, I felt like I couldn't really carry on working full time, 9 to 5 or longer hours, in this way. I wanted to have more time for myself and be able to give more time for my family. And I didn't want to do more, but more of the same work. But I also realized that all have like responsibilities and obligations, as well, to fulfill. So I couldn't just leave my job or walk away from my job, and that made me acutely aware of the importance of having a backup plan and a second source of earning, which I felt like, even though I was earning a very respectable salary as a doctor here and as a consultant, that was my only and main source of earning. So if I had to reduce my work, that meant that obviously my paycheck would reduce, and it would also mean that it would, definitely have an impact on the things that had like financial responsibility for. And my son's education also, we wanted to support rather than taking out a student loan, which then students find very difficult to pay back, in their early careers. So we, as particularly, I think, as Indian parents, we all know. Sorry.
Yeah, we are good.
Oh, can you still hear me? I thought I just got disconnected.
No, no, no. We
Sorry.
can hear
No.
you.
Sorry about that. So yeah, so we wanted to support his education as well. So that made me realize, like, one income stream is really no longer sustainable in this day and age. And so I decided to look for something which I could do from my home, as alongside my career. And that's when I came across this opportunity, which was really flexible and everything that I was looking for in, a side hustle or a plan B. And it had the flexibility that I could work in my own time after my job. I could work from anywhere, and I could work at a pace and build and learn new skills which would actually help me in the longer term, should I wish to really cut down my work, or put myself in a position where I could really slow down or even plan for early retirement. So all of these things, were tick boxes for me. I strongly believe through my experience that, even though you are, successful professionals in your own field, or even for busy parents and stay at home moms, this type of work offers an excellent opportunity really to build new skills, create a new identity, and have choices. I think my realization after burnout was that I didn't have choices, and those choices really matter, especially as you go into mid career or midlife, and you start to look forward to you're slowing down as you near your retirement. Choices and options are really important, and I felt like this is what the business gave me. Besides that, we had all the training, and the business platform offers excellent opportunity to connect with other business owners across the world, like we are meeting today, and share our skills, share our learning, and help each other along the way. So all of this meant that I wasn't going from one rat race, so to speak, to something else. I could build at my own pace. I had the flexibility to work in my own time, and still the scalability and the income potential of this business was something that was so appealing, that I felt like this is something I really want to do, and I enjoy working, for myself now. So that's why I think it's really important, Sherin, going back to your question as to why, as business, as professionals and parents, we still think, that this kind of business opportunity is something everybody should consider, and it makes them really, I would say, secure in terms of like, should one income source be impacted, affected, then you have choices and options. So thank you very much, Sherin. That's my thoughts. And again, sorry for the small screen, because I had some technical problems today, so I'm logging in from my phone. Back to you, Sherin.
No problem. We can well hear you and see you, Dr. Lina. So thank you so much. So what you said is like absolutely correct. As you said, we can make money any in any way, especially as the parents, or especially as like professionals, we can pick up extra shift, or we can go for a second job, especially in America, Canada, UK and all. We can actually go for second job. But the thing is that what we are missing at that time. So there are already less opportunities which will give you like both time and money together. Right? This is one of that, as Dr. Lena already mentioned, she's already a very high busy working professional, and with very responsible job. So she don't need another rat race. She don't need another job as such. So she don't need a second job. What she needs is some freedom. The freedom will come only when you have extra money, or extra income other than your job. That is what we have to think about. So many people will ask, okay, if I want to make extra money, can I not go for extra job? That's the way like society teaches us. But then when we are thinking out of box, sometimes many people question us, can you do it? What if you become a failure? What if it's not suitable for working professionals? Don't you have any other job to do? Don't you have anything else to do? These are the questions many people ask, because it's we are going against society's norm. And nowadays I know people are more well educated, and people are understanding the importance of an extra stream of income. And also what's the difference in between owning something online and offline traditional businesses. And people are actually getting financially educated nowadays. So thankfully, we were able to grab this opportunity. That is why we are able to create this freedom for ourselves and our family, and also to those business partners who actually came with us, right? So thank you so much, Dr. Lena. So my next question is to Sabita. Sabita, can you please introduce yourself, and also please do let our audience know why you think an extra stream of income is important.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you for inviting me to this page. Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Vida. I'm a nurse in Dallas, Texas. I'm in US for almost 20 years. Back to the question of Sharon. As a nurse and a single mom of two teenage kids, my thinking was like picking up extra shit is the only option to earn some more money. But years passes when we get into getting old, and then we think, okay, this is not the only option. I can look for something else. And then I get into know this business. I understood the potential of this business. I thought it is a good option to do alongside my nursing career. Excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm
You sound
sorry. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Sorry.
You want to grab a
So
glass of water?
yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. Some allergies, like a pollen allergies. I'm just fed up with it. I'm so sorry about that. And yeah, so I decided to join this business because it is like a first, it is like very flexible. Like Dr. Lena said, it's flexible, and we can do in our own pace. We can do spend quality time with your kids, and also in your kitchen you can do this. That is the very important. As women working parents, and also as a single mom, I have to spend more time with my kids because that is my priority. My kids are my big why. So, you know, and also my daughter is starting to college, and I don't want her to you know get them education loan and give the burden to them. So I wanted to support them in their education. That is, for getting, and that everybody's every the moms, more their importance is their kids education. So I decided to, look in. So this is like this I you don't have to have any technical skills, anything, for to do this business. We are If you are coachable and teachable, you can do this business. And also we have a supportive community. Everybody helps. It's not, you are not doing this business by yourself. You have a mentor, a coach, and a global community. They support each other. Even if you are like you cannot make it, then you are not going in the direct way, or you are not getting progress, they will help you through. You can find out your problem, and you are also have a everybody helps you. If you have any questions, like 27 countries, people from 27 countries doing this business, so somebody will be awake all the time. If you have any questions, you can ask anyone, put the question in our group, and then anyone can answer immediately. So, and also I never seen any kind of support in any other business. Here everybody, even there is no competition. People are here to help us. We have great leaders, and community members. They also always help to get in, to. And then it is also, I learn a lot from this, and I'm learning new skills, getting to know about the people, their success stories. I get a lot of encouragement. I have a lot of, I changed my mindset, personality development, confidence level. I'm not the person like coming into a platform and speak to people like this. I am not even the social media person either. I used to put sometimes like my kid's birthday photos or something else, but I never have the courage to come in front of people and talking to them. But now I learn everything. So I am very much proud of myself, being that I can talk to people, and I'm more confident. And my even in my work, people, my friends say, oh, Sabida is very positive now. Whatever happen in the workplace, even if it is busy day or any art, anything happens, she's not stressed. She get into help everybody. She's so positive nowadays. She changed a lot. So when you hear from your friends, you know that you are. And even my kids say, mom changed a lot. That will make me so happy. So that is the importance of this business. And then not only making money, this has high potential. You can grow in this business, and then you can even yeah, get a retirement plan option too, and also you can transfer this to your kids. So only thing, you needed to learn this. You do your diligence and find out how important, how much potential this business has. And once you find out the potential of this business, no one, I will say, no to this business. It is a good opportunity, and we don't have to spend a lot of time like a traditional business. You have to stay in there for all day to, and this is not like that. We can do alongside our job, and you can use pockets of time to, and then and spend time with your family and do this business. That is the flexibility of this business. Thank you, Sharon. I think I answered your question.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Sabda. Thank you so much. So, as Sabda mentioned, when we say that this business is very much flexible, I just want to expand a little bit more on that, because many people have concern that, oh, I have a job, I have kids, and I don't have time for it, right? So, as a busy mom and parent, how can we do it, right? Especially, when you hear about Sabita's story, she's a single parent, right? She's full time working RN. So, how she's running this business? Just to tell you about my day today, I have, I think I already attended like two or this is my third meeting while I am cooking, while I was making a dinner for my family. I went to gym in the morning while I was hearing the training. That is the flexibility. You are going to gym, that doesn't mean that you are actually taking away the time from the business. You can do this along with your life. So this business works around your life, not against your life and family. That's the main thing. I went to holidays for like 2 days, 2 weeks in Europe. At that time, the business was with me. So I had multiple buyers and things like that when I was there. So the automated system was working in the background. So that doesn't mean that you don't have to do anything. You have to do your part. Another thing Sabida already mentioned was about the this business will give you like a lot of opportunity for personal development. Some people want to change their circumstances, but they don't want to change themselves. Many people think that okay, this business is not working, and this business could be a scam and things like that, because people will come and like with very much enthusiasm, and they start the business, and then they are not willing to to be disciplined, do it consistently, or change certain mentality that we already have. That is what Sabita already said. She already changed herself. How did her colleagues picked up the way that she turned to be positive? She had the same stress environment that she had before, but the way she was approaching the problem have changed. So in the business world as well, we have to change a lot as a person, as an individual. Then only we will be able to change our circumstances, right? So then only we will become successful as a business owner. That is what. So this changed us. This changed our circumstances. So the circumstances will not change without you. You are willing to change yourself. That's the thing. So the flexibility and the importance of personal development is something that is attracted you. Right, Sabina? Thank you so much. And now my next question is to Seema. Seema, can you please introduce yourself? And also, please do say to our audience, why do you think this platform is the best fit for you?
Hi, Sherin, and hello, everyone. Namaste. My name is Seema, and I'm living in Ireland with my family. I'm a mother of two boys, and I'm also a professional. I work in the health sector, and my roots are from India, north part of India, and I'm doing this business along with my job last 3 years. So the question is brilliant. Like, why this specific platform is the best for anyone? Like, if you go on the social media platform, or there is a lots of, if you search, there is a many like different platforms to earn the money. But why this suit me, I want to discuss with today you. When we start something, especially because if you are a parent like me, busy, you have a house jobs, you have a children, you have a family life, so that's too much. And then plus you are a professional as well. So how are you going to do this business? That's the strongest difficult part for anyone who want to start this business. To start this business, everybody do their due intelligence and they search everything about that. So in this business behind, there is a four strongest pillars to run this business successfully. Mostly my other business partner, they share little bit about that, but I want to put the light again on that. The most important, the top thing is, the first pillar is automated system that work in a 24/7. So that solve your problem, because if you are a busy parent or you are a professional, because this business runs on the 24/7, for if you are a working, if you are in the work, or if you are busy with your kids, or if you're on the holidays. And the second thing is we have a very simple video based training, and that training is flexible. You can do your training whenever you want to do. And then the third things, like my other business partner as well said, like lifelong mentorship and the coach. So you have a person who already walk through this journey already and successfully doing the business. So whoever come in this platform, they are teaching their mentee. The new person will call mentee. So the mentor is going to share their all journey with them. They will be keep checking to them which step you reach, because when you are doing the training, the mentor job is to come back to to you and check you where you reach, what's your problem, and why you can't go to next step. Because the journey I already walked through, and I see what is the problems, what I did the wrong thing. So I will tell the new person, don't do that and do that. Then the like for the most important thing is you have your own website. So my website in on the social on the platform there. So anybody globally can reach my website. They provide their name and the email, and then they start this business. They can connect with us. So your website is there. My reason to start this business in 2022, when my husband lost his income source. We always think we have a very good job, I earn very well, my husband earn very well, so everything is beautiful. But like one incident change your life. It can be anything. It can be unpredictable time, it can be your health, it can be any God, God will not never show you like that way. But any accident happen, any health issues happen, so what you will do that time? The main thing in the end, I want to come on that this business give me the choice. I'm 3 years doing this business. So this business give me a choice, what age I want to work, how many hours I want to work, do I need to take a overtime, or when I want to travel. Especially I love to travel to back home and look after my parent. But life will not go smoothly, you need a finance for that. So this business is my backup where I'm traveling. So this business also portable. When I'm traveling, this business is coming with me wherever I'm going. This business need a laptop and your internet connection. So this all choices, because the right of choice is the most important. What you want to do, how much you want to do, and when you want to do. So that's I want to say to you, Sherin. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So absolutely. So this business, um, sorry. Yeah. So as the Seema already mentioned, this life is very unpredictable, right? So touch wood, nothing happened to us, but what if, when, especially when you are a parent whose your kids are depending on you, an immigrant, there is no one else to support you, right? So at that time, do you have a plan B? It's not a luxury nowadays, it's a necessity, right? Especially when we have a platform like this that you can do along with your full-time job, part-time job, can create a significant stream of income if you're working consistently, if you're willing to change, if you're willing to learn. Why don't we pursue this platform, right? So thank you so much for sharing your story, Seema. Now my next question is to Megha. Megha, can you please introduce yourself and please do share your journey, and also let our audience know, why you think this platform fits you.
Thank you, Sherin. Thank you for inviting me to your page. Myself, I am Megha Matthew. I live in Canada with my three boys and my husband. I am a nurse by profession. I work in the operating room as a registered nurse, and along with this, I am running a business very successfully. That's the reason why I'm here, actually. So, as everybody, I also think like that. When I came to Canada, I thought when I become a nurse, I work hard, everything will fall into the place. That's what I thought. But I work hard, I earn a lot of money, and I was like, everything was going smoothly too. But you are taking time away from your kids, and like a lot of things you are missing. But I still feel like I'm okay. Like, I'm, as long as I am meeting all the requirements, it should be fine. That's what I thought initially. But like life changes. So when we move from my I work like 60 kilometers away from my home right now. So we moved to there. So at that time, it was hard for us to travel. Like, me and my husband, we both were traveling 60 kilometers away from home, and like kids were going to school. So sometimes we were not able to come back on time, like due to traffic and so many reasons. So I have to move to the hospital nearby. So I took a part-time position over nearby to my home. And at that time, sometimes I was not getting enough hours. So I was thinking about getting another job too. So sometimes like 5 days a week I have to work. Along with that, because of my another job, I have to do like 2 more nights. So most of the weeks I was working like 7 days. Like we only have 7 days. Yeah, like so 5 days I go 4 day shift and come back on the fifth day, do night shift, and 6 day night shift. That was my routine. So I was thinking like that maybe this is my routine. So when you like if you have to live a dream life, this is the only way you can like like do, like this is the only source. That's what I was thinking initially, even though I was watching so many people like saying like there is a digital business, something like that. I was just ignoring that because I thought that I'm a nurse, and I don't know anything about the business. And also like is it fit for me, like that's what I was thinking too. Like, and I was thinking like that, oh, if I work like this much hours I can earn more money. So that was the only thinking in my mind, because we all learn from our parents, or from like we've heard like that you should like study well, work hard, and then earn money and then you leave. So that's how in my brain it's rewired in my brain like that. Okay, that's the only way that I can survive, or like that I can live. That's what in my mind. But like I was missing so many moments with my kids, like their activities, because I was working like 6 7 days. I cannot even take them to their activities because I'm already tired. Initially I was okay though, like almost a year I did. After a year my health changed, my mindset, because it's like you're losing your, if you don't sleep well, if you don't have your energy, you cannot even give back to your family. Yeah, you won't be happy. There's so many things. So I was like really drained out. I love my nursing job, but when you do it more, like you cannot survive. Like you will like it's like a tire. Like when you put new tire for your car, it will run, but at a certain period it will like you have to change the tire. Yeah. Same like that. I was like already tired too much. I cannot go, like I cannot like do more. So but I still want to support my family, but I don't know what to do. Then like as usual, like I find like somebody was like me doing this business, and I was watching them for a while, and I see like them their changes, like how, like they are not like superheroes, or like they are not like social media person or anything, but they do this business and they had like so many changes in their life, like how they are doing this business, and that incorporate into their like daily routine, and they able to do it very successfully and living very happily. So I was like I want to like check out that one, because like usually we all have like a feeling like that, or maybe this is not for me. Like same like that, I was like thinking I don't think this will work for me, but I just want to take a brave step, because that was my only like I want to like do something for my family, but I don't want to do an extra hours for away from my family. So I checked this one out, and I was amazed by seeing actually the platform, like because this can work around our life. Like Sherin said, you don't need to like you can travel, you can go to, like if you're going for vacation, or if you're going with your kids for any activities, if you're cooking, if you're like folding laundry, along with that you can run this business. I don't think any other business work like that, because I don't know much about any other business too, but I'm just saying like that this is like amazing platform. We get lots of support, like mentoring, like Sabida said about mentoring, like they'll uplift you, like when you're down or like when you're weak, everything they will support you, like they will like uplift you, and that will give you more options like how to do things, like because you don't have any experience in social media. So we all came like that, we don't have any experience in social media, we were not a social media person. But once we came into this platform, we learned things. Like I learned so many things in nursing initially. Yeah, that's how I became a nurse. But I still learn after the nursing study, I still have to get some experience. So the same thing like that, when initially started we don't have anything, we don't know anything, but we have a right platform to teach you like how to do social media marketing. So that's a step by step training actually. Seema explained it very well how our platform works. So I don't need to explain much more about it. This is the right fit for me, because I don't need to take my time away from my kids. Today also I was working, I came home and I cooked for them, and then I came up, like I'm doing my life. So they're still down. So I'm not going away. I'm not going to clock in or clock out for my business. I can do whatever time I want. Even if I'm doing laundry too, I can still watch so many educational videos and everything that fit into my life. That's the main thing, because if you want to start a business or something like that, you have to go away from your home, and you have to clock in, and you have to like stay there like more than like the hours you wanted. Then that doesn't work for me, because I don't want that kind of thing. That's why I choose this platform, because I don't need any experience, and it fit into my life, and I don't need to like hire any employees. I don't want to rent any office. I can do it in my in my house, in any corner, like even in the kitchen too. I can run my business. So that's the main thing. I recommend this platform to everyone too. Over to you, Sherin.
Yeah. So just to summarize what Megha already said, so it's the flexibility, like for moms, moments or memories are money, right? So we don't need like extra money, which doesn't give us like any memories, which doesn't which take away the moments that which is very valuable from our kids' childhood, right? So that is why we actually embrace this platform, which actually, as already Megha mentioned, like how it fits around your life, how you can do this without sacrificing those precious moments. You still see your kids around you, like so you can decide your schedule. You don't have to like to give up your business, or give up your kids. You don't have to choose in between your job and your kids, basically. But when you are going for a job, and there is no problem going for a job, because all of us need to go for a job. That's the only way to live, right? Especially initial phase. But then after that, if you have only job as a source of income, you will be forced to pick up an extra shift, because most of the time, especially when we are living as an immigrant, our needs are going to increase day by day. Like, it's not going to come down. So that is why we all like ended up picking up that extra shift, and then that will make us lose that extra moments with our family, which is like, which is not what we want, right? So that is why our platform fits around our family and the schedule, the flexibility, income potential, without having like much cost. Like, if you are renting a place, imagine how much it will cost you, right? So most of the time, traditional business, I myself didn't done any traditional business before, but I heard from the people. My husband has a traditional business back home. There are many people whom I'm taking the coaching, or they say like, even the money that they put in, it will take 5 to 6 years minimums to break even. So to get that money back. But I am in this business only for like, not less than 6 years. I'm already retired from my nursing job. I'm earning multiple times of my nursing salary, full-time nursing salary, spending time with my kids. Doesn't mean that I am staying home doing nothing. No, I am actually working hard. But the thing is that I am working hard from home with my family, not away from my family. So if you are a parent like us, if you are a parent thinking, okay, I need to create something meaningful for myself and my family, which can be flexible, legitimate, and lucrative, this could be something for you. So even if you don't have any previous experience, no technical know-how, it doesn't matter. This could change your life. So if you are willing to change your thinking. So thank you so much, guys, for joining. And we will see you next time. And bye.